welcome to another episode of Coolcraft Season 7. Now, things have changed a bit since the last episode. First of all, hello, Echo. That's very nice of you to show your face again. Yes, back to school, but other things that have changed is that I've finally updated my computer to Windows 11, because, you know, support's ending in, like, bit under a month, something like that. And I figured start of the school year, might as well update. Well, guess what? That has fucked me in a way that I just did not expect, because you see here, I'm in windowed mode for Minecraft. You want to know what happens when I go to full screen mode? Well, let me show you. Now, unlike before, where it would have already captured and picked up the game after it switched to full screen mode, it's just going to stay on this forever. Now, you might think, hey, I could fix that by just using a monitor capture or something like that, but no. Or not monitor capture, that's what I'm trying to do. Game capture. Well, no, that doesn't work, because when I'm in full screen mode and game capture is running, OBS is consistently stuttering and freezing, and I don't know how Microsoft has screwed this up. I've tried a bunch of troubleshooting, running as administrator, doing a whole bunch of other stuff with GPU priority and all that sort of stuff, and nothing is working. I don't know what's going on. Microsoft seems to have really screwed something up, and you know, I think Tyler may have been having the same issue, and I was like, oh, we're probably just doing something wrong. Yeah, no, it's Windows. Windows is doing something wrong. Anyhow, alright then, with that little rant out of the way at the beginning of the video, let's get on with the good old sacrifice. Now, last time, we got told, quote, more, in nondescript white text, which is, you know, I still am not entirely sure how to interpret that, so I got more, I guess. Or, there's more of the candy bars, there's a bit of other... this is starting to become a bit of an ordeal to put that down without picking... I want to pick just that up. Okay. There is definitely a little bit of randomness in how items get there. Okay, that's it. Let's hit it. Okay then. Oh. Are those dots or dashes? I actually cannot tell. Well, whatever they are, they're not really a message, and they are yellow. So, okay, I guess. Anyhow, in the last episode, it was a while ago. Maybe that's a while ago. I do not entirely remember what it was, but I do distinctly remember building this super smelter here, which mostly exists under the base. Of course, at the beginning of this episode, I was building this building to go over the super smelter. The interior here is not changed. Maybe I'll do something for this later. Maybe I won't. Regardless, I added just a decorative second story there. It's completely empty. But yeah, so I think the first order of business today is to extend the ground out to at least there. So, yeah, I guess I'll be back with that. Okay, so I have a slight tweak here. I've done a bit of stretching of the camera there, so hopefully there won't be any issues with that. Anyhow, yeah, a lot of cobblestone later. I have expanded out the platform, and it's not quite doubling, but definitely this is like a third of the size of the base. Now I actually want to preemptively cover that in grass, so I gotta go collect a bunch of that. Alright, this area has been grassed over, and this took like 5 shulker boxes of grass blocks. I actually did not realize just quite how large this expansion is, and this is potentially going to be where the back edge of the base. Any future expansion probably going to happen in this direction specifically. Now that that has been done, we can turn our attention to the other side of the base. Are my sounds off right now? They are. Haha. And we're finally going to do something about the fact that there is no real good way to get to my base besides this ugly dirt and cobblestone staircase. So yeah, let's get some sort of new staircase design built up. Alright, here is what I've got so far. Now, I've removed the original staircase and the other blocks that I used to get down here, so this is it now. It's not finished, but it is officially the only way in here. So yeah, I've got the per base here, and so far just, you know, the road down it. I've obviously extended the path here, and that's about it so far. I've you know, I haven't really put too much thought into what's going to happen with the diagonal bit here. Because obviously we don't have smooth stone stairs, so I just used end stone instead, but I'm not sure how that's going to look when I have to add additional things in, but I guess I gotta figure that out now. Okay, so admittedly, this looks a tad bit weird on the side of the stairs here, but aside from that, the incoming staircase is now done, and hopefully fully functional. As you can see, obviously I have the staircase here before, but the walls, the lighting, the fence, all that's in. Weird stuff does happen around the corner. Things don't entirely line up as I would like them to, but oh well, I guess. Now that we've got this done, we can move on to what I wanted to do next in this episode. And that next thing I think is going to be trying to actually move these villagers into my base out of this very temporary trading hall I've set up here a long time ago. Now this is going to be actually a rather complex process. We're going to have to put them in a boat, transfer them at the end, and then once they're in the end, we're going to have to get them to my base. It's going to be a bit of a process to do over and over again, but I guess we should get started on that then. Come on. Come forward. There's no problems waiting for you or anything. Come on, move you. So originally my plan was just to use boats to transport all these villagers, but I came to two realizations in the process of getting this guy. First, that's going to take forever, and second of all, there's too many hills for that to really work. I need to use minecarts. So yeah, I guess I gotta now build a big old minecart track from the villagers over to the end portal. Also, yeah, it's hard to get through the end portal with a villager in a boat because we have water above the portal, so you don't die of fall damage. After what feels like 2 hours of doing nothing but moving villagers, I finally got all the librarians over here. There's a few miscellaneous villagers that I'm gonna have to keep moving, but it took a lot longer than I anticipated. I also, to speed things up slightly, I put some ice down my base here, so when I'm boating them in the final stretch, it doesn't take 7 years to row them over this way. But yeah, now that I got most of these guys over here, I'm going to put in some pathways to outline where things are going to go. Alright, I've laid out some roads here, and notably there is a diagonal feature in the road here that will definitely force me to do some strange stuff with the buildings alongside of it. But yeah, other than that, I built out this road and this road. You have eyes, I'm assuming, but maybe you're just listening to it, in which case, that's not the most descriptive thing. But anyhow, we got all the villagers here. Oh yeah, I moved the rest of the villagers over here. Got all their workstation blocks in the shulker box here. And yeah, hopefully this is a good layout of roads that doesn't cause issues for me in the future. Hopefully. And currently what my plan is to put the villager trading hall or trading hall building in this kind of area right here, so kind of where the villagers are, building on a diagonal. Definitely going to be a challenge, but that is a challenge for the next episode, as yes, I know this one's been a bit shorter, but I've had, back to school classes and all that sort of stuff. Busy week. Hopefully the next episode will be a bit longer with a bit more in there, but with that, I'm going to say thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. We have finally hit 100 subscribers on the channel as of day before this video goes up. So thank you to everyone who subscribes. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing. Videos like this, hopefully coming out more often. Leave a like. Check out my game, which is linked in the description. And I will see you all in the next episode of Coolcraft Season 7. Bye!